What up, guys? iOS Expert 649. I just kind of wanted to tell you to, if you have an iPad and you have a, wallpaper like these right here, if you have a wallpaper on your iPad that you care about, you might just want to update your iPad to iOS 26.5. Now, the reason why I say if you have an iPad, update to 26.5 if you care about wallpapers is that basically there is this bug when you go to change the wallpaper. You go to add a pride wallpaper. Basically, and if you have 26.4.1 and you have this pride wallpaper, first of all, you would not be able to add this pride wallpaper. I don't think 26.4.1 actually had this. So it'd be like 26.5 betas. Basically there is this bug where on those versions, this pride wallpaper, when you go to add a new wallpaper like this, you would click on pride and it would crash the iPad to the home screen. That is what would happen in 26.5 beta, whatever, That's what would happen on the RC1, whatever version first introduced the pride wallpaper, and that's why they had to add the RC2 version of 26.5. And so you couldn't add this pride wallpapers at all on the iPads. It only worked on the iPhone because there was a bug. And same thing with these older wallpapers. If you have an older wallpaper, obviously this wallpaper was introduced in iOS 13. And this specific one was introduced in iOS 16. Basically, excuse me, this basically gives you if you have these wallpapers now, you would have them in 26.4.1. Basically, the way I got these back is I updated my iPad to iOS 26.5. As you can see, it says iPad 9th generation 26.5. And yeah, if you go to wallpapers, if you go to wallpapers, you can see this one has you can see there it says you can see it kind of doesn't. Basically, if I had tried to change this wallpaper, add these features that I have on there right now to this wallpaper, and I adjusted it for liquid glass like it is right now, if I try to do that in 26.4, it would just give me a black wallpaper. So basically, that is what I had specifically with the iOS 13 wallpaper. The iOS 16 wallpaper, did it sometimes, but yeah, it's the iOS 13 wallpaper, like this one, did it all the time when I try to edit it. And then the iOS 16 wallpaper, I could have done it, but I didn't want it to go black on me, as the iOS 17 wallpaper did go black on me when I tried to edit it, and it was even more stable than the one on iOS 16. So we no longer have the iOS 17 wallpaper, which is a bummer, which is why I had to revert back to this iOS 13 wallpaper, as the iOS 13 and iOS 17 wallpapers share a very similar aesthetic, like the light mode and dark mode and the warm colors. The iOS 13, 17 wallpaper kind of share the same aesthetic there, whereas the iOS 13 wallpaper is the one I'm currently using right now. You can see, although if I had tried it again, the wallpaper would have went black. So basically, where I'm trying to go with this is, if you care about these older wallpapers or you want to add a pride wallpaper, please update your iPad to iOS 26.5. Okay? If you have a pride wallpaper or you care about these older ones, then you must update your iPad to 26.5. Period. There's no, I care about the old wallpaper, I'm just going to stay on the older version, because that's how you're going to get a black screen. That is how you're going to get a black screen because of a bug. So if you care about wallpapers and of any kind that is not this wallpaper right here, you care about any wallpaper other than the 26 and 18 wallpaper. If you care about other wallpapers then you will have to update your iPad to iOS 26.5 if you do care about these wallpapers. And yeah, if you care about any wallpaper that's not iOS 18 or iOS 26, you care about these other wallpapers, you will have to go ahead and update your iPad to iOS 26.5, unfortunately. Alright, thank you for watching and peace out.